Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to VENKANNA English Guru. Welcome, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Srikanth, Chandrakala Madam, Nagabhavani Madam. Yeah, good evening, all. A warm good evening, everybody. Friends, we have actually started Unit 2. NTA syllabus, Unit 2, my friends. Unit 2 is all about drama. And I gave you introduction with regard to Unit 2 in my previous video. And we spoke about a few points like what is drama, what is act, what is scene, what is poetic drama, what is closet drama, what is soliloquy, what is aside. So these are the, and who is protagonist, who is antagonist. These are the few simple points that we discussed in our previous class, my friends. So friends, before we go into the class, let me ask you a few questions. According to classical literature, what is the superior form of drama? According to classical literature, what is superior form of drama? Come on. Can anybody send me the answer? Quick. Need. According to classical literature, what is superior form of drama? Tragedy. Wonderful. Wonderful, Sai Baba. Wonderful, Annapurna Madam. Yes. According to classical literature, what is the highest form of literature? What is highest, best form of literature? Superior form of literature, I'm asking. Drama, poetry, fiction, novel. I repeat, according to classical literature, what is the best, highest form of literature? Drama, poetry, or epic, or novel, or fiction? Yes, what is the answer? Drama. Wonderful, 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 my friends. Next, friends, the drama has been categorized into two major important aspects. One is closet drama, second one is poetic drama. The following refers to a drama composed in iambic pentameter lines. The following refers to a drama that is composed in iambic pentameter lines. Poetic drama or closet drama? Yes, I need response. The following drama is composed in iambic pentameter lines, that is blank words. This is poetic drama or closet drama? Poetic drama, wonderful Sai Baba, wonderful, wonderful. All the Shakespeare composed all the plays in. Shakespeare composed all the plays in option 1 blank words or free words or open form or words libre. Yes, I repeat. Shakespeare composed all the plays in blank words or free words or open form or words libre. Yes, answer blank words. Wonderful, Sai Baba. Wonderful, Devi Madam. Blank words. Wonderful. Blank words is introduced into English literature by. Blank words is introduced into English literature by. Yes, I need quick answer. Who introduced blank words to English literature? Yes, quick answer. Friends. Watt. Yes, wonderful Prasad. Wonderful Swapna Madam and Sir Thomas Watt. Yes, very important. Chorus, which refers to group of actors who usually wear masks, sing songs, utter dialogues. This becomes an important part of poetic drama or closet drama. Poetic drama or closet drama? Yes, closet drama. Wonderful Nagaraju. Wonderful Umadevi Madam. Yes, Murder in the Cathedral, written by T.S. Eliot. Murder in the Cathedral by T.S. Eliot is an example for poetic drama or closet drama. Yes, closet drama. Wonderful Devi Madam. Wonderful, wonderful. Yes. John Milton composed dash in the form of closet drama. John Milton composed one of the poems, one of the popular works composed by John Milton comes under closet drama. What is that? Yes, response. What is the work that is composed by John Milton, which becomes an example? Samson Agnostis. Wonderful, wonderful, Prasad. Wonderful. That's it. Yes, my friends. Next, who, according to classical literature, according to classical drama, according to Sophocles, Plautus, Terence, Aristophanes, okay, Euripides, Achilles, every drama should be composed in dash acts. Dash acts. According to classical literature, every drama, according to classical Greek or Latin or Roman, every drama should be composed in dash acts. 5. Wonderful. Wonderful. Next, all the plays composed during Elizabethan period are actually composed in dash acts. All the plays that were composed during Elizabethan, during Renaissance, were composed in dash acts. 5. Wonderful, wonderful, my friends. If there is a bit, Hamlet or Macbeth or Othello includes dash acts. Hamlet or Othello or Macbeth includes dash acts. 5. Wonderful, wonderful, guys. Wonderful, yes. Who proposed a drama can be composed in 3 or 4 acts? Who proposed? There were two important writers, important dramatists, who proposed that a drama can be composed in 3 or 4 acts. Who are they? Wonderful, Annapurna madam. Anton Chekhov. Wonderful. And who is the other one? Ibsen, Henrik Ibsen. Wonderful, wonderful, guys. I am so happy because you've been interacting, you've been so active during the process of our discussion. Yes, the following refers to a dialogue. Every tragedy begins with the following. Every tragedy begins with a dash. Every tragedy begins with a dash. Yes, what is the answer? Every tragedy begins with a dash. Soliloquy, wonderful, wonderful, Raju, wonderful soliloquy. Yes, I repeat. The following refers to a dialogue uttered by one of the characters. This is not heard by the other audience, other characters on the stage, heard by the audience. I repeat. The following refers to a dialogue that is uttered by one of the characters. This is not heard by other characters on the stage, but heard by the audience. Yes, what is the answer? Aside. Wonderful, Durga Prasad. Wonderful, 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 guys. Wonderful. That's it. I can understand that you are so enjoying these classes and attending with the sheer enthusiasm that I can understand. Wonderful and very nice to interact with you for 5 minutes. And now we'll go into the topic. We'll have a discussion, my friends. Friends, we are going to talk about very interesting topics. Believe me, you will definitely get 1 bit. 2 bits you will definitely get, my friends. If you listen to, maybe the class may be very short, I think so, maybe 40 minutes or 44 or 50 minutes like the class may be, but definitely you are going to get 2 marks. 2 bits, 4 marks, my friends. Very, 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 very important. Friends, with regard to plot, and in every examination, and the plot and components of plot, and based on this, where when we talk about NTA examination, only you need to know some simple definitions. I'm going to introduce you terms called denouement, terms called peripetia or peripete, or I'm going to introduce the term anagnorisis, and these were coined by Aristotle. And what are they actually, and what are the meanings? Friends, you need to know simple definitions. What is anagnorisis? What is denouement? What is peripety or peripetia? And what is plot? What is theme? Summary? Who talks about that? Very simple terms, my friends. Friends, and several times in the history of UGC NET examination, set examination, there were plenty of bits. Every man is an example for. The 4 P's, it's an example for. In 4 P's, the following is not one of them. John, the type is wife, it's an example for. Like you had plenty of bits. Sometimes there were definitions. The following refers to a play that is based on incidents from the Bible, abstracts from the Bible. Like that, you will get, my friends, simple definitions. Okay, that I'm going to talk about, and I feel like you will enjoy. See, so one of the major important aspects, very, very important thing is I think, as I told you or not, I am not sure, but let me repeat this. What is the what is very important to a drama? What is very important to a play? What is very important to a poem? Or what is very important to a novel? According to classical literature. According to classical literatures. According to classical Roman, Greek, and Elizabethan, Jacobean, and Renaissance until 19th century. And the theme, the central important point for every play, every drama, every novel is plot. Remember this. This, according to Aristotle, the following is an important element in a literary work. This bit was asked several times in the history of English net examination, and this refers to plot. But according to, there is a character called Michael Bakhtin, and we'll talk about a number of theories, critical theories. Michael Bakhtin, a uh, wonderful critic who talks about a critical theory called discourse analysis. And in 1970s, he believes that it is not the plot that is very important, it is discourse. So according to Michael Bakhtin, what is very important, whether the plot or discourse? Discourse is very important. This bit was also asked several times in the history of English NT examination. That's what you need to be very careful. According to Aristotle, according to classical romantic or Roman writers, what is very important in a play? That is plot. But according to Michael Bakhtin, it is discourse. So you need to know what is discourse, what is plot. Then the topic is simple. So see, my friends, what is plot? And what is plot that we are talking about? The plot, which Aristotle termed mythos. See, my friends, what is plot? According to Aristotle, Aristotle coined another term. Aristotle was the first person who discussed hamartia and three unities, tragedy, okay, and denouement, peripetia, anagnorisis. Okay, all these are the terms first coined by Aristotle. Remember, who coined denouement? Aristotle. Peripetia, Aristotle. And anagnorisis, Aristotle. Amartia, Aristotle. Amartia, which is also called tragicula, will talk. And tragedy, Aristotle. Mythos, Aristotle. See, so only simple things. My intention is that it is not possible for anybody to have a lot of knowledge. First, clearing the examination is very important. Subject you can learn if you become a degree lecturer, if you become an assistant professor. Learning subject is a lifelong process. It's a continuous process. It takes for a long time. It is not possible to acquire. You cannot say I achieved all the literature. No, I learned only half a page of literature. Though I have been talking about literature for the past 16, 17 years, but I can say only I know half a page of literature. It is not possible to talk about, but frankly speaking, I learned many things after I cleared JRF. Yes, because the thing is, it is impossible to acquire a lot of knowledge. A lot of knowledge is not possible. So, my suggestion to all of you is what is very important for your examination? You need to read that. Not you should not go deeper into the subject. Very, very important. If you are going to get one bit based on that in the examination, read it. If it is not for examination point of view, leave it. That is what my approach. Why most of my students are so successful? Why I was so successful and I have been so successful for a long time in terms of academics? Okay, it's only because you need to know what you get in the exam. That's it. Okay, because that is very important today, not acquiring a lot of stuff, having a lot of knowledge which is not required, and having the knowledge that is going to be useful in the exam, in the examination. This is going to change your fate, my friends, and I'm going to give you that stuff, not the subject. Okay, I'm going to create certain perspective towards how to write the examination. If you have not read that, but how to guess, how to infer the answer, that those techniques are very important. Not reading all literature. When you go on reading, you will have a lot of knowledge, you won't qualify in it. I have many of my classmates who did BA literature, MA literature, MPhil literature, PhD literature. Still, they were not able to qualify set examination. As I told you, I am from BSc Computer Science, BSc student. But how was it possible for me to qualify Junior Research Fellowship in English literature? Your thinking, your understanding, and your knowledge, and your stuff, and your approach to read the exam, your approach to recognize certain aspects. These are very important. These are very important, which means, which doesn't, I am from BSc, which doesn't mean that I am not aware of certain components of literature. No, there are plenty of students from BSc or BA background who were very talented in literature. That's what, that knowledge that you require, that's what I'm planning to give you. If I talk about one class for one period, at least you need to get 1 or 2 bits. If you are not going to get to 1 or 2 bits, I won't take that class. Remember, I won't talk about. That is my point of view, because you are spending a lot of time, 1 GB data for one class, and which is equal to 10 rupees. And money is also very important during this COVID-19 period. So I will think of all that. Okay, my friends, remember, if that is not going to, if I'm not talking about something which means that is not examination oriented. If I'm talking about something which means you will get something from that in your examination, either from either in UGC net or NTA or in set or JL or DL examination. For that only I will speak to you. Otherwise, I won't talk about. Remember. Okay. So, friends, see. So, according to Aristotle, what is very important in a drama plot? Very, very important. According to Michael Bakhtin, what is very important? Discourse. Remember this. What is plot? The plot, which Aristotle termed mythos, in a dramatic or narrative work, is constituted by its events and actions. What is plot? Plot refers to a combination of events and actions in a play. Combination of acts, combination of and scenes, combination of actions, as these are rendered and ordered towards achieving the partial, particular artistic, emotional effect. Because what is plot in simple terms? It deals with a number of events and actions to achieve some specific effect on the audience, effect on the readers. What effect do you want? I want to make my audience and show pity towards the protagonist, and have a kind of lot of humor towards the topic, toward the drama, have a lot of sentiments towards it, have a lot of ironical expressions towards it, or have a kind of outlook towards their own personality. Maybe any effect that I want to bring out from the audience. To achieve that effect from the audience, you include a number of events, a number of situations, a number of actions, a number of characters, a number of scenes that you show in the play. The combination of all that, which you can say plot. Next, the plot and character, very, very important, my friends. And you cannot separate plot from character, and characters cannot be separated from plot. So these are and interchangeable. These are very important, which are connected, interconnected. Plot and character are therefore interdependent. One depends on the other. So plot involves the introducing a number of characters and critical concepts. Henry James, my friends, has said, what is character but the determination of incident? What is incident but the illustration of a character? See, so which means, what is he trying to say? Without character, you are not going to talk about plot. Without plot, you are not going to talk about characters. So illustration of characters, exposition of characters in a play indirectly will lead to an exposition of a plot. That is what very important. So some here, one of the major important things that you need to know is, what is the alternative term for plot? Mythos. It is coined by Aristotle. What is very important in a play? Plot or discourse or structures or scenes. Plot, according to classical Roman until 19th century, plot is very important. Next, my friends, a plot is distinguishable from the story. Yes, there is a close connection between plot and story. Plot and story. Story that always deals with the central theme, and plot is distinguishable from the story. What is story? A bare synopsis, series of events, what happened, And what happened to Macbeth? Macbeth was a popular supreme commander, and he met three witches, and they prophesied, believed, and came back and to his palace and narrated that to his wife and listened to the words and uh, uh, in order to achieve the effect, and he was able to kill certain people and led to the death of his wife and himself. So what is story? A small synopsis. You can write in 5, 6, 7, 8 sentences. That is synopsis. But a bare synopsis of temporal order of the order and of what happens first, what happens next, what happens, and finally a series of actions, the order of events, the order of actions. That is nothing but synopsis, but not plot. There are a great variety of plot forms, but plot can be different ways. For example, some plots are designed to achieve tragic effect, and others to achieve the effects of comedy or romance or satire or some other genre. See, so what is the major intention of a plot? Plot, because it draws certain feelings towards the central characters, and maybe tragic feelings, comical feelings, humorous feelings, satirical feelings, ironical expressions from the audience, from the readers. These this is very important, and this is the major important aspects at change, the difference between and the story synopsis and the plot. Next, plot is synopsis. It's a kind of external kind of thing. It's a which is based on cohesion, but whereas plot, which is based on coherence, where you need to think of give priority for the ideas, concepts, thoughts that are expressed by the writer. That's it. Next, we can see, my friends, structure of a play. So every plot which includes certain concepts. The German critic Gustav Freytag, remember this writer, Gustav Freytag, and he composed a book called Technique of the Drama, which is composed by the writer, introduced an analysis of plot, where he talks about what could be the major important elements of a plot, according to Gustav. This is known as Freytag's pyramid. Next, he described the typical plot of a five-act play and as a pyramidal and shape consisting of three important elements: a rising action, a climax, a falling action. So every plot which includes, according to Gustav, three important elements: rising action, climax, and falling action. Rising action, falling action, and climax. This is the order. Okay, according to this writer. Next, what is rising action? In the movie, the hero is introduced. The hero's strengths are shown to the audience. The hero is shown to the audience as if he is a great leader, the supreme commander, or the prince of a particular country, or a very wonderful noble king or noble prince or noble supreme commander, like he is projected to the audience. How Rajamouli projects his heroes and his villains at the beginning, at the beginning of a movie, that becomes a part of rising action. So rising action, although the total pattern that Freytag described applies only to a limited number of plays, only he classified this based on a play which is commonly composed in 5 acts. Next, various of his terms are frequently echoed by critics across fiction as well as drama. As applied to Hamlet, for example, when we apply this to Hamlet, when you apply this to Hamlet, the rising action, Aristotle had called the complication very, very important. According to Aristotle, rising action refers to complication. Next begins after the opening scene and exposition. Exposition, the hero is exposed and his qualities are exposed at the beginning before any tragedy. Mainly any tragedy. These are with regard to tragedy. Mainly any tragedy where the protagonist is projected to the audience and about his qualities, about his nature, about his surroundings. The rising action reaches the climax of the hero's fortunes with his proof of the king's guilty by device of the play within the play. See, when we talk about Hamlet, We can understand the climax based on the play that is played by a few characters in the middle of the play, that you can understand the climax. Next, then comes the crisis, the reversal or turning point of the fortunes of the protagonist. The After listening to the words of witches, listening to the words of the and apparition, and Prince Hamlet recognizes he wanted to take revenge against and his uncle Claudius, like that. Next, failure to kill the king while he is at prayer. This is considered to be the rising action, which is called complication according to Aristotle. Next, friends. Next, when we talk about the falling action, what is the falling action? Remember these terms. This inaugurates the falling of action from now on the antagonist. So how the protagonist becomes antagonist, in mainly with regard to a tragedy, and one catastrophe takes place. It is usually applied to a tragedy mainly. And denouement, my friends, denouement, which means resolution. The hero makes one resolution. Okay, this is going to, I am going to kill somebody, I am going to kill the king, I am going to be the king. Once I kill him, once I do this, like the hero will have a kind of denouement, which is nothing but he will have a resolution. Yes, we are going to kill them. That is called denouement. And the resolution that the protagonist takes is nothing but denouement according to Aristotle. The action or intrigue ends success or failure, whether the protagonist is whether the protagonist kills or fails. And that process, which you can say, that process which becomes a part of falling action. The conflicts are settled. There are a number of conflicts, whether to kill, to be or not to be, and those conflicts are settled, and the mystery is solved, and the misunderstanding cleared away. These become a part of falling action. Next, my friends, which you can see, and peripety or peripetia, very very important. In the process of rising action or climax or falling action, the protagonist will have a number of stages. He thinks about his resolutions, he thinks about what he is going to do, and suddenly the fate of the hero changes. Suddenly there was a reversal of the fortunes of the hero, and instead of killing somebody, he'll be killed in future, or maybe in difficult time. Because the prophecy says he's not going to be killed, but he'll be killed by someone. So sudden reversal of the fate, that which you can say. So in many plots, the denouement, which means resolution, involves a reversal. So in the process of taking resolution, this involves a reversal of the fortunes of the protagonist. The fate of the hero and changes. So in the process of killing somebody, the hero is killed. For example, when you read Julius Caesar and Brutus, and he wanted to kill Julius Caesar and be the king, and he is killed at the end, like that. In Aristotle's Greek term, peripety, in the protagonist fortunes, the protagonist's failure or destruction. So peripety, which means protagonist fortunes, reversal of the hero's fortunes, is nothing but peripetia. Sudden reversal, sudden change of the fate of the hero, whether this leads to success or failure. As in tragedy, success in plots, the reversal frequently depends on the discovery. The hero, for example, when you read the drama called Macbeth, when Macbeth at the last act, when he faces Macduff, and when Macduff makes a statement that I am going to kill you because I am born out of my mother's womb very early, when he listens to this dialogue, what will happen? The discovery, according to Aristotle term, the discovery of one's fortunes. Then Macbeth recognizes, yes, I am going to be killed, because whatever three witches conveyed, which is wrong. So that central character, the protagonist, discovers his fortunes. Yes, I am going to be killed. So the discovery of one's fortunes, the protagonist discovers his own fortunes. So the process of discovering the fortunes of the protagonist, according to Aristotle, which you can say anagnosis. And what will happen after discovery? the fate of the hero changes. The fate of the hero changes, and instead of killing Macduff, Macbeth is killed. This is called sudden reversal of the fate of the hero, in technically, which we can say peripety or peripetia. That's it. My friends, remember peripetia, reversal of the fate of the hero, and discovery of the fate of the hero, anagnorisis. Sudden change of the fate of the hero, and peripetia. And resolution about what he wants to do is nothing but denouement. Three important terms: denouement, peripetia, and anagnorisis. Very, very important. Discovery of one's fortunes, anagnorisis. Sudden change of one's fortune, peripetia. And taking something, a kind of resolution about something, is nothing but denouement. These are the three important technical terms that become a part of a plot according to Aristotle. That's it. That's it. Next, my friends, this is with regard to plot, my friends. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, and if there are anybody, try to inform your friends who have not subscribed, who've been watching our videos, and subscribe to it and enjoy watching a number of videos. Next, my friends, we spoke about what is protagonist, who is antagonist. Protagonist, central character; antagonist, the central character who makes a number of attempts against the protagonist, but who is dead, who is killed at the end, antagonist. You see, certain characters. Next, my friends, choral character. I think we have not gone through this. It refers to a person. It refers to a person within the play and who stands apart from the action, and by his comments provide the audience with a special perspective. Friends, I think most of you guys watching, you might have watched a number of Telugu movies, I think so. And there is a story called Jalsa. There is a movie called Jalsa. That movie is narrated by one of the popular hero. But the hero is Pawan Kalyan, you know. But the movie is narrated by one of the popular heroes, and he is none other than the superstar Mahesh Babu. And does not appear in the movie, but his words appear at the beginning and at the end of the movie. This kind of character, which you can say choral character. I'll give another instance. You might have watched a movie called Maria the Ramanna, produced by and Rajamouli, and where there is a bicycle that is used by and the hero Sunil, but the bicycle speaks, and in the bicycle you can find one of the popular heroes of Tollywood, and that guy, you know, Ravi Teja. So that kind of character. So that kind of characters, which you can say choral character. Often, and these characters, what is the purpose of these characters? And ironic perspective, to make comment, to give one satire on the hero, on the plot, which to view the characters and events. That character provides an opportunity to observe various characters. That's it. Example, you can say the fool in King Lear, and Enobarbus in Antony and Cleopatra, and third sides in Tralles and Cressida, a modern instance. Seth and Beckwith in The Morning Becomes Electra, written by Eugene O'Neill. Popular characters, my friends. You may get a bit fool. The character fool in the King Lear can be considered dash. Like that, you may get a bit, or you may get a definition. Next, choral character is sometimes applied to one or more persons in the novel. Sometimes it can also be applied to novel. Next, who represents the point of view? What is point of view? How the story is narrated to the reader. Okay, in which point of view? This point of view, which is also called technique of narration, my friends. How the story is narrated to the reader. In which perspective? Whether the story is narrated from the author or the director point of view, or one of the characters speaks. Most of the times, one of the characters speaks in the novel or in a play, not the director, not the dramatist. Next, to provide norms by which to judge the other characters and what they do. So, what is the major purpose of this choral character? We can judge what is actually happening in the movie. Our judgment, our evaluation, whether the drama is good or not, whether we can give 3-star or 4-star or 5 stars, it depends based on this character. Instances: Thomas Hardy, Peasants, William Faulkner's certain novels. So, choral character can also be associated with the novels. Friends, This is with regard to choral character. Next, we are talking about our present topic, morality plays, mystery plays, miracle plays, interludes. Very, very important, my friends. These are mainly definition examples. Definition examples. Friends, plays, morality, mystery, and miracle plays, interludes. These were very popular during Middle English period. What is Middle English period? The period from 1066 to 1500 is called Middle English period. Very, very important. I'll give you complete details about this history of English literature and what are the periods of English literature. If you read, if you know periods, you will get one bit. You will get one bit, remember. So the period from 450 to 1066, Old English. 1066 to 1500, Middle English. 1500 to 1660, Renaissance. This is subdivided into four sub-periods. 1558, 1603, Elizabethan. 1603 to 1625, Jacobean. 1625 to 49, Caroline. 1649 to 1660, Commonwealth period, which is also called Puritan Interregnum. 1660 to 1798 or 85. According to some people, Indians 1798, but European literature 85. Why 85? Death of Johnson. Why 98? Publication of lyrical ballads. So 1660 to 1798, which is considered to be neoclassical. This neoclassical, which can be subdivided into three sub-periods: 1660, 1700, age of Restoration, age or age of Dryden; 1700 to 1745, age of Pope or age of Augustus; 1745 to 1784 and 98, age of Sensibility or age of Johnson. Dr. Johnson, the popular lexicographer who produced the first English Oxford Dictionary in 1755. The period is named after him. Okay, next 1798 to 1832, Romantic; 1832 to 1901, Victorian. This period again subdivided into three sub-periods: 1832 to 48, pre-Raphaelites or early Victorian, and 1848 to 1870, mid-Victorian or social novel period, realistic period. Next, 1870 to 1901, aestheticism, decadence. Friends, very, very important all these are. 1901 to 1914, Edwardian. 1910 to 36, Georgian. 1914 to 39, modern. 39 to today, postmodern. These periods are very, 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 very important. You need to repeat like something. At least you need to remember 30% of the bits. Otherwise, you won't qualify exams like NET. So, why did we go? So, these morality plays, mystery plays, miracle plays were popular during Middle English period. What is Middle English? 1066 to 1500. Middle Ages, medieval period, Middle Ages, and people say the Dark Ages. That's it. So, what is morality play, my friends? These were dramatized allegories. What are these allegory? What is allegory? It's a fable, it's a parable, a story with a moral. What is fable or parable? It's a story with a moral. A representative Christian life is a play that is based on the Christian life in the platform of a quest for salvation. Today, you see, what is the major purpose of our life in this world? Salvation. Yes, salvation is very important whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or a Hindu. Because you want to have salvation and in the hands of the God. You want to think about, you want to realize yourself. Self-actualization is nothing but salvation. You need to remember, who am I? What am I doing in this world? So any play that is based on the Christian life in the process of quest for salvation in this world, that play is called morality play. The crucial events are temptations, sinnings, and climatic and confrontation with death. Because this story, which includes a number of temptations, you are tempted. You see, there are a lot of people who tempt you, who create a number of problems, who pull your leg and who disturb you a lot. There are only a few people who can support you. Only out of 10, only 1 or 2 people support you in the modern world, and all the other people will pull you to the death. That's what. So this drama, you can find one of the characters, the protagonist, and who leads a Christian life for a quest of salvation. But in the process, the protagonist is tempted, and he will have a lot of temptations and sinnings and climatic confrontations, difficulties, and he overcomes all these difficulties, and he'll be able to have salvation at the end. That type of play, morality play. The usual protagonist represents mankind. The hero refers to and the representative of entire mankind. He is a symbol of mankind, symbol of a culture, symbol of a society, symbol of a representative of a religion, mankind, or every man. Very, very important. Every man is an example for this bit repeated several times. This bit I wanted to say, hence all this discussion. Next, among the other characters are personifications of virtues. And you will have, for example, if you read a novel called The Pilgrim's Progress, and Pilgrim's Progress, once you read that, best example for, and but that is a novel, this is a play, that kind. Next, and virtues, vices, death, as well as angels and demons. Okay, you find who contest for the prize of soul of mankind. That kind of play, which you can say, my friends, morality play, and the best example is mankind and every man. Who wrote these types of plays? Anonymous, no author, which you can find. So any play that is based on Christian life for the quest of salvation is nothing but morality play. In that, the protagonist is tempted by various virtues and vices, and but in course of time, the hero achieves, okay, salvation. The protagonist achieves salvation. That kind of play. And example, mankind or every man. Next, my friends, are some of the comic figures in Elizabethan drama, including Shakespeare's Falstaff. You can also find these types of characters called Falstaff. The best known morality play is the 15th century Every Man. The Castle of Perseverance, very, very important, my friends. These three are, you need to remember, which of the following is an example for a morality play. Like this you will get. One is Every Man, remember this. Second one is The Castle of Perseverance, second one, and third one is Mankind. Three, but who are the authors? Anonymous, my friends. Most of the plays, most of the books which were written before 15th century were, and they did not have any writers. Hence those writings, example, Wanderer, Seafarer, Dior, and Every Man, and you can see The Castle and Perseverance, Mankind, and Sir Gavin and Green Knight. Okay, these do not have authors, hence they are called anonymous books, where you don't find any authors. Remember that. So the best example, and one of the example is Falstaff also. Next, friends, what is miracle play, mystery play? We had a discussion with regard to morality play so far now, and you can see miracle and mystery play. What is miracle play? The miracle play had its subject either the story from the Bible or the life and martyrdom of a saint. Very, very important. For example, when you're reading Murder in the Cathedral, the death of the martyrdom of a saint called Sir Thomas Becket, or St. John by J.B. Shaw, example for miracle play. Next, so any play that is based on a story from the Bible or the life and martyrdom of a saint, miracle play. Next, in the usage of some historians, miracle play denotes only dramas based on saints' lives. Remember this. Any play that is based on the lives of saints is called. This is repeated net bit, my friends. Remember. So, miracle play. The term mystery. What is mystery? So, any play that is based on the story from the Bible or lives of saints, miracle. They will create some. For example, see, miracle. Saint John. Once you read that drama, that creates a kind of sensation among the people, and hence she was awarded and she was given sainthood. And he was actually the messenger. She was actually the messenger from the Almighty Jesus. And in the same way, Thomas Becket, who fought against the king and who fought against the church and who was given sainthood by the British government, because, and he was treated as a messenger, as a muse of the God Almighty. That's what. So those plays which you can say miracle plays. What is mystery? Mystery play in the archaic sense of the trade. Archaism, friends. There was a definition about archaism. Archaism refers to and old and outdated expressions, old or outdated expressions which were used in a language and which is not adapted today. Okay, nay, you can use the word nay, which means not. Okay, with the where, with the old expression where, like that. The, you can talk about the word the old expression you. All these are archaic words. So conducted by each of the medieval guilds and who sponsored these plays is applied only to dramas based on the Bible. Very, very important. What is mystery play? Mystery play refers to a drama that is based on the Bible, the servants of the Bible, incidents from the Bible, okay, concepts of the Bible. That is called mystery play. Next, the play is representing biblical narratives originated within the church in about the 10th century. 10th century, not now, my friends. Any play that is based on the incidents from the church and based on the Bible, whether it is anything, that play which you can say mystery. In dramatization or of brief parts of the Latin and liturgical services called tropes. Very, 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 very important. Friends, I told you one thing with regard to figurative expressions, figures of speech, figurative language, where we discussed. According to Roman Quintilian, figures of speech has been categorized into two parts: figures of thought and figures of speech. Figures of thought, which is also called tropes, friends, you remember. So you need to know. In figurative language, tropes refers to turns or conversions. But here, what does it mean by tropes? Tropes, especially queen and quartis, trope portraying the visit of the three martyrs to the tomb of Christ. So trope, which means and and portraying the visit of the three martyrs to the tomb of Christ. So, three important martyrs, they visit the church. For example, you can say Muse of Martin, Catherine, or Saint John, or Thomas Becket. If they visit the tomb of Jesus Christ, that is called trope according to this usage, according to mystery play. So remember, where we discussed two things: miracle, lives of saints. Next, mystery based on the Bible. That's it. Remember. Next, my friends, and some of the examples that we are talking about. What are the examples for miracle plays? Next, the miracle plays were written in England of unknown authorship. Nobody knows. That's what I told you. Miracle plays, mystery plays, morality plays. Sometimes you don't find who wrote those plays. Writers are anonymous. In the 14th century, they developed in cities such as York and Chester the practice on the feast of Corpus Christ and 60 days after Easter. Next, of putting on great cycles of such plays. So these incidents are represented through mystery plays. Fall of Man, for example, you can see Fall of Man. Still, the best example is if you write Paradise Lost in the form of drama, mystery play. Next, through the nativity, crucifixion, and resurrection of the Christ and the last judgment. And what are the best examples for this mystery place? The Wakefield, Nov, Second Shepherd. Very, 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 very important place. The Wakefield, Nov, and Second Shepherd's play. These are popular plays that come under mystery plays. Remember that. The examples are very important. Next, what are interludes? Very, very important, friends. There was a definition which was asked, and examples maybe in the next slide we'll talk. See, what are interludes? Interludes refer to between the play, like advertisements we get today. When you watch a video very seriously, I listen to devotional songs sometimes. We get an advertisement, we'll have a lot of tension. How come these people and give advertisements in the middle of watching a wonderful devotional song of 5 minutes or 10 minutes? That's what. So interludes are nothing but and advertisements today. And you will get a number of advertisements today when you watch a movie, when you watch a video, or when you watch television. So it, according to latest technology, interludes are nothing but advertisements. So interludes between the play, between two acts, somebody plays one short witty play, that is called interlude. It's a term applied to variety of short stage entertainment a variety of short stage entertainment, such as secular farces, witty dialogues, or religious or political point. This may talk about a religious point or a political point or a witty dialogue or a belly laughter kind of dialogue. For example, you see, we watch a cricket match, serious cricket match, and seriously, very important cricket match, and we watch it. Suddenly, you can find advertisement of Docomo and advertisement of Vodafone within just 10 seconds, but which will give you a lot of laughter, belly laughter, hearty laughter. You laugh like somebody else. That kind of short witty play is nothing but interlude. In the late 15th century, early 16th century, these little dramas were performed by bands of professional actors, only professional actors. They were often put on between the courses of feast or between the acts of a longer play. Today, you see, when you watch every movie, and before the interval or after the interval, you find one small and a witty place advertisements. Those become important for these interludes. So what are the best example? These are very, very important because based on this, you have got couple of times these were given in the exam. NTA, set. That's what I'm talking about. John Haywood's farces. Best example, John Haywood, a popular writer, and he produced a number of farces. Next. And first half of the 16th century, you can see the 4 P's. In the NET examination, there was a bit. In 4 P's referred to, or the last P referred to, or the second P refers to. Like that, there were plenty of bits. 4 P's: Palmer, partner, carry, peddler. Palmer, partner, carry, and peddler. Very, 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 very important, my friends. 4 P's. It's an example for interlude. Interlude refers to short witty play, maybe political point, social point, or religious point. Example, the 4P. 4P, P's refers to Palmer, partner, carry, peddler. Remember that. Second example, Johan, the husband. And third one, Tybe, his wife. And fourth one, John, the priest. John, the priest. These are very, very important examples that come under interludes, my friends. Very, very important. Next, most of the times you don't find authors to interludes or miracle plays, mystery plays, or morality plays. This is what I wanted to talk about in today's discussion, my friends. Okay, and if you get any doubts and clarifications, you can send me a message. You can talk to me. And tomorrow we are going to have a wonderful class for as I told you previously. And apart from taking this NTA classes, we are also, because some of the students also ask me to conduct general English for different examinations. Tomorrow onwards, every evening at 6 p.m. or 7 p.m. But tomorrow 6 p.m. I'm planning to conduct same YouTube kind of live classes on general English. And sometimes it's possible because general English, which is very useful for many students, and they ask me to use little bit bilingual kind of language. Maybe I'm planning to use that. And if there are any of your friends and colleagues, try to share our YouTube channel so that they will have certain benefits. Okay, right, guys? We'll meet tomorrow. We don't have NTA class tomorrow, but we have general English class for all competitive examinations tomorrow in the evening at 6. If you are free, join the class. Okay, right then we'll meet on Monday we'll talk about tragedy and various types of tragedies in our next class. Okay, guys, bye then.